Hello everyone. Thank you so much for the success of the first video in this Novels That Make You Grateful to Be Alive series. It means so much to me to get that amount of attention and feedback from all of you, and especially the books that you dropped in the comments that make you grateful to be alive. And if anyone else has more to mention, please drop them in the comments now. The books that you mentioned, I already bought 2 of them. I am intrigued by several more, and you also mentioned books that I also love, and I would now want to mention a series because you remind me of them. So thank you for all of that, and thank you for coming along on this journey. Today's book is actually going to be at the center of the Venn diagram of Novels That Make You Grateful to Be Alive and our ongoing Willa Cather fan club series, because she's just one of the most amazing writers in the last century or two, and she should have won a Nobel Prize. It is thanks to my sister, who wrote a thesis project on Willa Cather, that our little family book club has been reading her. And I've even been sneaking books on the side because my sister's read all of them anyway. And so this is the middle book from her Prairie trilogy called The Song of the Lark. It's actually named after this painting by a French naturalist painter you can see online as well. And the trilogy is not connected, so you can read these books out of order. I actually accidentally read them in reverse order, and it was fine. The thing that's so inspiring about The Song of the Lark is that it is an artist's journey. It starts, as Willa Cather does, in the Midwest at that time as the frontier was starting to be taken over by settlers and starting to become settled with farms, with the train coming in. There's still Native Americans around. There's lots of European immigrants. It's a fascinating time, and she describes it in almost all of her books in a beautiful way. It's something that I only now have a sense of because of how she describes it. But this book means a lot to me, and I think it will mean a lot to other people with an artistic bent out there, because it is an artist's journey from someone who came from the Midwest and reached the peak of their powers. The protagonist in this book starts off playing the piano in this little Nebraska town, and she's so good it gives her opportunity to go to Chicago and then to Europe, and the story progresses from there to her reach a peak of her career. And it's wonderful to have someone like Willa Cather write that, because that's what she did. She came from the Midwest. She became one of the greatest writers in a long time. And this is only her 3rd book, I believe. And you get to see about the journey of a great artist from a truly amazing artist. And so I would highly recommend The Song of the Lark to anyone who wants to see a very small book that goes so in-depth into life. What is wonderful is she says she tries to walk this middle line between journalism and philosophy. So she uses her journalism background to put great observations of the landscape. And then she uses her philosophy to put in things about life that are so true that I just have never forgotten them. So please, enjoy this book.